Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I do apologise, it has taken me so long to get a video up for you guys. I've just been super busy, haven't really done a heap of work to the car as of lately, so that's obviously slowed the content down to make these videos. I've done a few little bits and pieces here and there, so we'll go through and have a look at that, look at what I'm up to now. Also, another thing I would like to show you guys is I got a new toy. So this probably is, if anything, is going to slow the car down, the build down a little bit more as well. But, you know, not having anything to go out and enjoy and have some fun on was sort of taking its toll on me, pouring all the time and money into the car and it's still being so far off. So this is what we've got. It's a 2009 Dyna Street Bob. Funny story with this bike is it actually was mine a few years ago. I sold it to help buy the house and all of that, and it popped back up for sale just the other day. A friend of mine sent me the link and I decided to purchase it back. So definitely wasn't in the market for one, but it is awesome to get the bike back. So I've changed a few little things in the last week since I got it, just some bars and risers, exhaust, seat there as well, so it's pretty much where I want it to be. I wouldn't mind just sort of changing the tail setup on it. They're quite an ugly sort of little single tail light with some ugly indicators there. When I did the front bars, it changed to the perch mount indicators there, which I actually still had from when I had the bike last time. But yeah guys, so it's a cool thing. I don't know if any of you guys are into bikes or Harleys or anything at all. If you guys are interested, leave me a comment and, you know, can maybe do some videos on the bike or whatever. But yeah, so back to the car. Now I know a few things I have done since you guys last would have seen. I've started putting the exterior of the car back together, so not a lot, but I've got some chrome trims. The ones around the windows there as well, door handle, rear bumper bar, tail lights. Started doing the surrounds for them as well. I actually had a brand new right hand side. When I was going through my stuff, my left hand side one was quite bad. I managed to come across one, actually two of them. I bought two off of eBay. The right hand side you can still get new old stock. The left hand side you can't. So I just happened to stumble across a private sale for two of them, brand new in the packaging, for about $45. So I jumped on that, which was awesome. So I've got the piece for along the top of the boot lid. I've got the piece along the bottom. I've got all new clips here now. It's just a matter of cleaning them up a little bit, giving them a bit of a polish. Same with this rear bar. I've chucked that on for now. It definitely still needs to be tidied up and cleaned up. So yeah, that was one thing I've done. Also started removing the window tint and doing the door trim. So I've done this rear one. You know, little things I noticed along the way. I didn't have the trims for here or for here. Now these are VH. It is a VH interior that I'm putting into the car. So look, I don't know if these are meant to be chrome or not. I saw the chrome, got them, it goes with the wipers. Really happy with how that's turned out. Only thing that's letting it down is that seal along the top here. Now I believe you can buy them though. So I have seen them advertised up. I thought they were part of the door trim and you couldn't remove them, but I do believe I've seen them advertised, so I might buy a set of them. And yeah, go from there with that. So that's a you know, little bit of stuff I've been doing. A door lock in, a new set of locks. I've got another handle. Oh, the other thing as well was also I had to convert to slide. Notice here, still got pop top locks. So on the back, I converted to slide locks. So not a big deal, but yeah, obviously something I had to do to fit those door trims. So yeah, I think the car is starting to look pretty good. completed, you know, with the chrome trims and the bumper bar. It's starting to give it that finished look. So still a long way to go, obviously. And then the wiring, I did say last video we were going to start doing that. I haven't gotten very far. I sort of spent a few hours out here last week. Started making the injector harness. As we can see there, got them all labelled. I'm just trying to make things as neat and tidy as I can. So I've got them going around the back, over to the other side, and you can pretty much see where I'm up to with them as well. So they'll come back to here. There'll be a Deutsch plug there, and that'll plug into the main engine harness itself. So there's that. Also, I don't think I had showed you guys what we decided to do with the coils. Don't think I've got to that yet. Got the ECU mounted. This sort of made a plate. Not sure if that's what I'll keep or whatever, but something I just sort of slap together to mount the ECU. Yeah, coils are mounted up the top, out of the way, and then got the harness going through here, and you can see above I've started making ignition leads. They're coming through the firewall there. So put that torch down and see here. Got no ends on them yet, but yeah, they'll just run up to there. So yeah, I know I said I was going to make a video of me doing the wiring, and by all means I'm happy to show you guys me doing it, but it is very boring to film and watch, really. So I mean, what I'm doing here with the injectors is the same as what I've done with the coils inside the car there. Just wired them to a separate little harness, and then that can plug into the main harness. Once that's done, then it's just figuring out where all our sensors are going to be, things like that. What we'll do is get stuck into some of this wiring. I'll do a little bit of a time lapse, I guess, for you guys, and yeah, we can just go from there. Okay, so as you can see, I've finished up that injector loom. A little bit hard to see down here, but basically I've just got both sides, loops around from the other side, and then I've put them to two Deutsch connectors here. So got an 8-pin and then 2 powers. So where the loom comes out, that'll just get another connector put, and then that'll join down here on top of the transmission. So that's probably the only 2 separate harnesses that I'll make for the injectors and for the coils, which are down under there like we saw before. So now it's a matter of pre-running everything where it needs to go, getting the length sorted, and then I can start going back and doing the sheathing covering. So I'll get into that and give you an update along the way. Alright guys, back on the wiring here. It is another day. Basically I've gone through and basically organised where everything is going to go I'll show you here as well. Gone through and just labeled everything. So that one there, boost control. Then here we also have alternator control, knock sensor for bank 1, and then obviously our cam trigger wiring as well. So that stuff is all going to run along here. So I haven't got final length sorted, but I know that's coming along this side. Looking down here as well, I've also got here fuel pressure, then we've got oil pressure and temperature. So I'm going to run one of the Bosch sensors that does the 2-in-1. You can see I've got the fuel pressure sensor there in the side of the regulator as well. This bundle here is to stay inside the car. So that's stuff that needs to be run up under the dash or to the back of the vehicle or whatever. So that will go back into the car. Then here we obviously have our injectors that'll get terminated. Coming around to this side, we have that's to do with the drive-by-wire throttle. And we have air temp. Down the back here, we have, sorry, that one there is our coolant temp. I'm relocating the coolant temp sensor to this head, so it's away from the turbo, so that'll be at the back of the head rather than being at the front on the other side. Here we have knock for bank 2, crank trigger, earth, which will be going to the back of the head. Then here we have trans temp going down to the trans pan, and then here we have what I'm going to run vehicle speed sensor, so that'll run off of a cherry sensor on the front right hand wheel. So now that those things are organized, basically the loom will be pulled. I'll pull the loom out, pull it back into the car, sort out this bunch of wiring here. Then yeah, it'll be sort some things out inside, then run it back through, and then start sort of sheathing everything up to then start covering. To start terminating the harness. So that is probably where I'll stop with wiring for the time being. Reason behind that is, you may notice this side of the shed looks a little bit different to the other day when we had a couple of bikes over here. So Trav has come out and bought up a heap of his stuff, and we're actually starting the fabrication. So yeah, that will be happening over the next week. He's on holidays, so he's going to come up and get as much done as he can during that time, and we'll just see how we go and go from there. So when he came up and dropped everything off, we did test fit the radiator. You can see here we cut off the mounts and moved them 35mm back, which got it into a perfect position. And then we've started making the fans fit. We're just going to, we've got some alloy round stock. Just sort of got that on the lathe and turning it up so we can weld to the radiator, and we're going to mount through some of these holes that are here. The way that we're turning up on the lathe, we'll actually locate inside here too, so once it's on, it's positioned and bolted up, and that'll be it. So just going to do that in 4 spots, and that will sort out the fans onto the radiator, the top mounts, and then we can look at mounting the bottom and also be making intercooler brackets off of that. So got some more piping there. Friday also my diff center rocked up, so nothing too flash to look at really out of the car, I guess, or sorry, in a box. But yeah, went to full spool 35 spline 325 gearing. That seems to be the way to go, with a turbo 400 and sort of still wanting to drive it on the street and not have it revving too much. So what I might do quickly is just put that center in, and then I can measure up for my tail shaft and get that happening. Okay guys, so we'll rip these wheels off, and then we can slide the axles out and put this center in. Okay guys, axles are out, and we've got the center here. Put it out of the bag, give you a quick look at it before it goes in. There's nothing too flash. This was a pretty cheap center, about $1,700. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. At the end of the day, it's just a full spool 325 gear set, like I said. You know, it's advertised as rated to 1,000 horsepower, so we'll see how it goes. Alrighty guys, so you get the idea. I may actually hold off on putting the axles in because I'm not too sure if I'm going to leave the center in for now. I probably would like to paint it, and also if I need to get the car off the hoist, it comes time to push the vehicle. I don't really want to be pushing it with a full spool in it. So, but that's it. That's the place I got it from there. So Sydney Competition Warehouse. Like I said, we'll give it a go, see how it goes. For the money, I think it should do the job, and yeah, something we can always upgrade later if need be. So what I'll do now is we'll get ready to measure up for the tail shaft. I'll just finish tightening those bolts. Now I have just gone ahead and measured for the tail shaft. So I've gone from the back of the seal here, so measured from that to the end of the flange here. So basically that'll be the midway point of the uni cup, and I've got 1420. So 1420 mil is the measurement I've got for that. So I'll get a tail shaft happening and we can put that in. Alright, so I think that'll be it for this episode, guys. Like I said, fabrication is definitely underway at the moment, so that's what the next episode will be, and that should be coming out in the next week or so. Again, thank you for your patience. I know it's been a long time between videos. I do really enjoy making them, but you know, obviously this is just a bit of a hobby, so it's when I can get the free time to do it. So again guys, if you do enjoy, please subscribe. Any comments, happy to answer questions if I can help anyone else out, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.